everyone, this is Trendcrave here, and in today's video, we're going to be going through the top 10 instant karma moments.
Hey, you, clean up your dog poop!
Are you not?
No.
Congratulations, you just impersonated a police officer. That's a federal offense.
And pretends to be a porch pirate who's checking out this place. He thinks he's safe to steal his package, but then gets caught in the act and fumbles over his words in the most awkward way ever.
Hey, I was just coming. I'm with UPS. I'm with UPS. I was gonna go to your neighbors. We go around every place and make sure that if you're not home, we'll pick your neighbors or whatever. I'm an auditor for UPS. Swear to God, even if it's look it up. Michael Hansen. Yeah, sorry, I not.
Number 9, this one is savage. It's so satisfying. This lady's been letting her dog go poop in one of her neighbors' yards just every single time she takes him for a walk. And obviously these neighbors weren't happy. They wanted to get some revenge and call her out on it. So they got an air horn and a megaphone and basically yell at her the next time that she did it. And the cherry on top of everything is they made her go back and pick up her dog's crap. It was so funny.
Clean up your dog poop! Excuse me, ma'am. Hey, you, clean up your dog poop! Thank you for picking up the feces from my yard. I appreciate it greatly. Greatly appreciate it. Please leave my yard. You're trespassing. Get off my yard, you and your dog.
This one comes from a streamer named Kip Boga. One of his favorite specialties is to troll scammers, so he calls up scammers or he lets them call him and gets into conversations with them. Basically goes along with their scam and then screws them over at the very end. And that's what he did right here. This guy called him up and was trying to scam him, trying to get him to buy gift cards and then send him the code for it. Kip Boga, the streamer, wasted a ton of this scammer's time, and on top of that, he actually bought a $500 gift card just to troll the scammer and then redeemed it in front of him. And he was not happy.
Oh, that's easy. Okay.
Ma'am, why did you
hold on a
do
second,
this?
so...
Why did you do this? Ma'am, why did you do this?
Hold on, let me go ahead and do the next card for you then, Steve.
Are you bad? Are you mad? Why are you reading cards?
Hello? Steve?
And then pretends we had a guy who got what he deserved and then made his situation so much worse. This guy, he was suspected of stealing an iPhone at the Best Buy several days before this whole thing happened. So when he re-entered the business, this Best Buy, an employee saw and recognized him and said, hey, we need to get this guy out of here. So he called the cops to escort this guy off the premises. He wasn't even going to get charged for anything from what I understand. They just wanted him out. He made a huge mistake when the cops showed up though. He lied and said that he was a federal marshal, which obviously was not true, and they figured out that he was a fake after he said this within like 30 seconds. It was embarrassing. Now he's gonna be in a ton of trouble because he got caught impersonating an officer.
Are you a police officer?
I'm not, no.
Okay. All right. What are you?
A federal marshal.
Okay. All right, that's what we gotta ask.
You don't have an ID? No.
Okay. So you're carrying a weapon with no ID on you?
No. Because I just stepped out of my house to get this character.
You have a number we can call for your supervisor?
No.
Okay. I gotta take this for you just for our safety. Handcuff him.
For what?
Until we figure out what's going on. You have a weapon, you have no ID on you.
It's not a real weapon.
You're carrying a fake weapon.
And you're a federal marshal.
No. He's got a little badge. Are you not?
No.
Congratulations, you just impersonated a police officer. That's a federal offense.
Number 6, this one happened at night. It's really dark outside, and this guy, he was walking with his bike and also a friend of his past this intersection. It's not a busy one. It seems like it's in a neighborhood or something like that, but this guy, he threw himself and his bike up onto the hood of this car as it stopped. Like, it's not moving. Clearly, this guy had no reason to do this besides the fact that it was clearly an insurance fraud attempt, so he's hoping that he can get a nice payout from the insurance company for this guy hitting him while he's on his bike, you know what I mean? The reason his friend is there is to support this insurance fraud attempt as a witness, of course, and basically corroborate this story, but it went really, really wrong for these guys because they made a huge mistake in the car they chose to do this against. At number 5, I feel so bad for this couple. This one happened at the wedding, and this couple, after they got married, of course, wanted to eat their cake and celebrate, all that kind of stuff, and when this cake got brought out, which, keep in mind, wedding cakes are super expensive, they're certainly a pretty penny, so you want to enjoy them, and this groom, he was about ready to. He was about ready to cut it with his knife and have everybody eat some of it. However, this cousin, who had way too much to drink and probably isn't a fun guy in general, well, I guess he probably thinks he's a fun guy, but probably everybody hates him, quite frankly, after especially what he did right here. He went up and destroyed the cake. Like, not just messed it up a little bit, like demolished the thing and was throwing it at the people and stuff like that. He thought he was having a lot of fun. But clearly, the groom and this new bride were not happy, and some instant karma happened. In fact, it was so severe that I can't show all of it on video. Real quick before the next one, make sure you like on this video and also subscribe to my channel, or else you're gonna get karma for what you did last night. In the number 4 spot, we've got a really convenient cop situation. This cop was behind a store for a completely unrelated call. He was just minding his business, doing his thing, and then all of a sudden, a shoplifter trying to escape out the back of the store with an employee chasing after him came out of the back door that he was just, like I said, directly behind, and caught him. And this thief was flailing like he didn't even know what to say. He was confused himself. It was a pretty awkward situation. I think the funniest thing about this clip was the fact that this cop was more disappointed than mad or anything like that. It was like a disappointed father or something.
Come on, bro. Put it back. Put it back. Come here. Stop it. Come here. Come here. Come here. Stop. 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 Stop.
Moving to 3, we had a wife who drove to McDonald's to get some food. She returned to her house only to find that it was on fire. She called 911, firefighters came, and her husband had actually passed away inside. At least that was the story. However, it turned out that she was lying about the entire thing. The house, of course, was on fire, but she was actually the one who had intentionally started that fire. It was arson. And on top of that, her husband had actually passed away before that fire even started because he had been poisoned by her. Something else you should know is that she's a nurse at a prison, and it actually came to light that she wanted to marry an inmate at work, and the reason that she poisoned her husband and did all this is so that she could marry that inmate. I don't know why she just didn't get a divorce or something like a normal person.
An autopsy reveals it wasn't the fire that killed Joshua, but a chemical used in antifreeze. Joshua was deceased prior to the fire occurring. Arson investigators confirmed the blaze was intentionally set in the master bedroom. Authorities say they then discovered her phone conversations with this man, Eugene Claypool, an inmate at the correctional facility where she worked. On the recorded phone calls, Amy admits to not wanting to be around her husband, saying she wanted a divorce. Now it's Amy who's facing life in prison.
Heading number 2, there's a lot of bad drivers on the road. It only makes it worse when those bad drivers have a temper. This guy, he's one of those. He actually pulled out in front of this car like super aggressively, like it was definitely his fault, and the guy behind him with the dash cam that just got cut off obviously was gonna honk his horn, and this made this other guy super mad. He pulled over to just go full on road rage. He got out of his car, all that kind of stuff, only for him to be hit with a huge dose of instant karma.
What? Oh. Oh yeah.
Next up, we've got an honorable mention. This one involves what I think is a FedEx driver. This guy, he was throwing packages around, not being careful with them whatsoever. I mean, just asking for the things inside to break. And these packages, they fought back, quite literally. And finally, we're starting this video off with a driver who's parked in the middle of this street. This car behind him with a dash cam gave him some time and then honked like a normal person. These guys got out for some road rage because they were angry about it and then caused themselves a much bigger issue and quite a bit of embarrassment.
We're waiting for a person. Put an indicator on. They're not waiting for anyone. What are you doing? Bates! Oh, for
You
hey.
idiot! Are you serious? Are you alright?
Mate, put it in park. It's still in reverse. Mate, put your car in park. You're still in reverse.
You did cause that.
Mate,
Wait, the park in there.
put your car in park.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later though. Shebang.